Did you know that inflammation is one of the leading causes of most degenerative and chronic diseases? The ketogenic diet by itself has been very well documented to reduce inflammatory markers, but in this video specifically, I will give you foods that reduce inflammation. But who am I anyway? Well, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Talita from Shrinking with Keto. And throughout my ketogenic journey, I have lost over 190 pounds and reversed my type 2 diabetes. Throughout this journey, I have helped and coached many people reach their goal. And I hope to do the same for you. When you have cellular inflammation, meaning inflammation around the cell itself, basically everything a cell needs, oxygen, nutrients, cannot get in. So you understand how important it is to get rid of the inflammation so that our cells can function properly. Great. So let's jump directly to the list of foods that can help us reduce inflammation. Number 1, bone broth. Please, I am going to emphasize this. If you are consuming bone broth for reduction of inflammation, then please make sure that the bones come from a source of an animal that is grass-fed, grass-finished, or else you're risking of increasing your inflammation. And if you want to buy store-bought bone broth, then one of the best brands out there is Kettle and Fire. They have a variety of flavors, so just go ahead and check them out. I'm still a huge proponent, though, of making your own bone broth. Next on my list is fermented vegetables. Fermented vegetables are loaded with prebiotics that help with the healing of our gut. Now, if you decide to buy fermented vegetables, such as pickles, kimchi, sauerkraut, please be very careful to read the label and make sure that none of the 56 names of sugar are on it. Another fermented food you can have that is excellent is raw cheese. And now when we're talking about raw cheese, you don't really need to check the label because there is no sugar added. One of the best anti-inflammatory foods out there is coconut oil. But coconut oil is not only anti-inflammatory, it also increases your metabolism, gives you better heart health, a better thyroid function, amongst many other health benefits. Before we go to the 4th food you can consume as an anti-inflammatory agent, let me interrupt you for a second. If this is the first time you're seeing this pretty face, let's make sure it's not the last. So please go ahead and subscribe to my channel and ring that bell icon so that YouTube can let you know every time I make a new video for you. And please feel free to ask me anything you want down in the comment section below, and I will try my best to answer every single one of your questions. Number 4. Can you guess it? Number 4 is my favorite, coffee. I live off coffee. I live off coffee and ketones. Coffee and I have a very strong bond, so you understand how excited I was to find out that coffee makes the top list for anti-inflammatory foods. There's a big but here, but it needs to be organic, shade-grown coffee without pesticides and without mold, or else it's not really going to function as an anti-inflammatory agent. Next on our list are green leafy vegetables. They're not only packed with antioxidants and anti-inflammatory, but they are crucial to gut health overall. They also protect our brain against oxidative stress. Another one of my favorite foods that makes this top list are blueberries. Yes, you can have blueberries on keto. I have read a lot of contradicting information that says you cannot have blueberries and be in ketosis. Let me think about it. I lost over 190 pounds eating blueberries. I think you're good to go. The important thing with blueberries, as with strawberries and all of the berries, is to keep them at the amount that is allowed within your macros. And why not eat them when blueberries have powerful antioxidants that help reduce the inflammation in our body? Another one I use every day is olive oil. Olive oil is not only anti-inflammatory, but it's also antioxidant, antimicrobial, and antibacterial. But when you consume olive oil, even though it is okay to cook with it, try to eat it raw, on your salad or directly on your food, because raw you will get the most of the benefits. Wild-caught salmon is an anti-inflammatory food that can be perfectly incorporated in the ketogenic diet, as it is a high-fat fish. It is very important when we're talking about foods that reduce inflammation that the salmon is wild caught. Just like in the bone broth, where the bones need to come from grass-fed, grass-finished animals, the salmon needs to be wild caught. Now, if you cannot afford wild caught salmon, I would prefer you do not consume it at all. And finally, a food that no one expects to make the keto anti-inflammatory list is dark chocolate. Yes, cacao, raw cacao, and dark chocolate are packed with flavonols that have powerful anti-inflammatory effects. Just be very careful because the carb count can quickly add up and throw you right out of ketosis. If you got value out of this video, I will please ask you to press the thumbs up button, as this helps YouTube take this content and push it out to more people that need it, just like you. So there you have it, the top anti-inflammatory foods you can incorporate on a ketogenic diet. And as always, chin up, or you know by now, the crown slips.